everyone, welcome back to the channel. Oh, let's tap in. See what Spirit has for us. Collective energy, please, Spirit. Hierophant and the Four of Wands. Most High God is overseeing these reunions himself. Challenged by Three of Swords, challenged by divorce. Those unsavory unions that were all about abuse and use and getting one over on a delicate soul. In the subconscious, we have the Page of Wands, freedom, free spirit, excitement, limitless potential, freedom. In the recent past, the Three of Wands, moving forward, making preparations, progress, intention and expectation. The Fool, new beginnings, brand new beginnings. No going back. In the near future, Four of Pentacles, solid foundations, a frugal life, enough. The lens that's being looked through, King of Cups in the upright. In the environment, Judgment in the upright. Judgment regarding Ten of Cups. Judgment regarding relationships. Judgment regarding divine love. Judgment regarding union. Is it faithful? Is it... Yeah, the Most High God is judging unions right now. What's in your heart? Are you all about building with your partner, or are you just about siphoning whatever you can get out of them and then going and siphoning something out of somebody else and siphoning something out of somebody else and just no loyalty, disgrace? King of Swords. King of Cups, tolerant, reliable, truthful, compassionate. And the outcome? The Chariot, forward movement, victory. Departure. King of Wands. Wow. King of Wands is isolating an Empress who is recovering and renewing. The Emperor is here dealing with this devil. There is a Ten of Pentacles and a Nine of Cups and a Six of Wands here, victory. So there's a good outcome. You got all the, well, not almost all the kings. You've got King of Swords, King of Cups, King of Wands, Empress, and Emperor. Hierophant. The Hierophant is here monitoring these Four of Wands, these reunions. He's making sure there's no foul play. He's congratulating some kin. Or maybe there's some kin here wanting to congratulate. We'll verify. There's a challenge by a space. Maybe this kin here is challenged by getting cut off. Let's check it out. Or maybe that's your new family tree. I don't know. Let's check it out. No. That's the kin. They're wanting to congratulate you on your upcoming marriage. Those your aunts, your kin, or whoever was from the past, and they're challenged because they're getting divorced. They're getting cut off. They betrayed you. They were disloyal. They were not loyal to you. They didn't think you were going to survive, and maybe they won't. They're not allowed to be here and now. They're getting cut off. They may not survive whatever it is that's coming for them. They thought you wouldn't survive. They're challenged because they're getting cut off. You've gained your freedom. Limitless potential. Freedom, reunions, Four of Wands, Page of Wands, freedom. Yeah, and your kin here who aren't going to survive this divorce. They're not going to survive. You were their meal ticket. They lost their wish come true when they came for you. You were their meal ticket. They were feeding on you while destroying you. And they thought somehow they were going to be able to sustain that. They have addictions. You've gained your freedom. You're moving forward. You're moving on. You've got a new beginning here. Forgiveness and faith. You're seen as faithful. The Most High sees you as faithful, and you're moving on. You're getting a new beginning. A new trust in life, faithful beginning. This witch is dark religion. They were all about things. There's a witch here, a religious witch, dark religion. They want things. They're in dark religion. They're here. We'll clarify all of this. We've got a solid foundation, Four of Pentacles here in the near future. So, wise guy in the reverse. No wise guys allowed. You know, there's a lot of folks out here who minimize your accomplishments, okay? You have really come a long way when it comes to dealing with these types of things. Okay? And you've maintained a good attitude. And there's people who would like to minimize your strength, your ability to persevere. They would like to say, oh, well, they're only doing so well because of this or that. And if you were to take that away from them, then we could have them. We could have them right where we want them, right? They're insistent that it's not real. That it's not actually happening. And they're finding any excuse that they can find to convince themselves that if it were this or that or this way, that it wouldn't be happening. If we just take this or that or this or that, then they would fall and crash. If we just deplete them of this or that, then they would fail. So they still think that if they were to take something from you, that they would be able to cause you to collapse and fail and be destroyed. So they're spying on your location. You got somebody here who's what, pretending they're not a wise guy. Somebody who's in dark religion or the darker side of religion. They're a witch. They're all about things. You've got a new beginning here. So this wise guy is here. He sees you got a solid foundation. He's coming in. He's pretending that he's not a wise guy. He's pretending he's a king of cups. Okay. And he's spying on your location. Judgment is being called on this 10 of cups. Judgment is being called on these unions. Were they divine? Or did you make a whore out of your wife? Or did you make a whore out of yourself? Or your husband? Or whatever. Call it whatever you want, you know? Remember, they chose not to remember. They were supposed to protect this person. And they chose not to. They chose not to. Judgment is being called. They're being disconnected. There's a King of Swords here with a disconnect. King of Cups here with a location. We've got the Chariot here with the victory and a forward movement. We got perfection in the reverse. Prophecy. So they didn't do everything perfectly. You're still at peace. They martyred you. We got prophecy, okay? So they martyred a peaceful person. They made them invisible and haunted them. They wanted to change the expectation of their life path and their future position, their future role. And attention has been brought to the horseplay that they delivered to somebody who was trying to take care of themselves and smell the flowers. They were effing this player. This player was trying to get the evermore that belonged to this person, this snake. They wanted to be this person, so they wanted to be this person of privilege, so they were trying to destroy them so that they could be them, this witch. They thought that they could use their magic and swap destinies with somebody that they had gotten a marriage contract with. Somebody that they were supposed to protect. Somebody that they martyred, a peaceful, innocent person, and then haunted them and tried to put them in hell so that they could have their destiny and go pretend like they were this important person. This witch. This dark religious witch. The Hierophant is here, seeing the truth about this kin. Main female. The Hierophant is here with this main female monitoring the reunion. There are kin here wanting to congratulate them. They're challenged because they're not going to survive. They're not permitted to be here. They're getting cut off. They're getting divorced from this main female. Hierophant is like, you're done. You've got addictions. You're a bunch of a-holes. She's got her freedom. Immature man with addictions, going on a journey. This main female has gained her freedom. This mature woman is here with addictions on the distant horizons. Whatever, whoever she is, whatever, she's a snake. You're moving forward. You have been forgiven. You have been seen as faithful. Something about a family room. You got a new beginning here. You got trust in life. You got blind faith. Dark religious. Which house? You've got a house. So you've got a new beginning and you've got a house. This witch, this upside down religious witch who wants things are doing something in a family room. They're a wise guy. They're hiding it. They're hiding the fact that they're a wise guy. There's a main male who didn't get unexpected income. Or maybe this main male isn't a wise guy and he's not after the money. King of Cups, spying on a location. Spying on a location of an innocent marriage or a child who's getting married. They're under adjudication. There's judgment being called. They didn't remember this person. They were supposed to take care of that person and they didn't. They wanted the wealth. So it was all about the money. They didn't remember this person. They're under judgment because they took the money and they didn't remember this person. They're being disconnected. This thief is being disconnected. The King of Swords is here disconnecting this thief. And there's a victory here with the Chariot. They did not do things perfectly. They were not perfect. And they do not get a love relationship. They're not seen as perfect and they don't get a love relationship. They were toiling in labor. They're concerned about the toil and labor, this whole community, the occupation that they did against this privileged lady. There's a wealthy man in despair because this privileged lady has expectations of going onto a high honor pathway and receiving great fortune. They're facing imprisonment and poverty. They're in the courthouse over this gift right now. The Hierophant is here with this main female. We got imagination. We got these kin wanting to congratulate this main female on her upcoming marriage. They're challenged because there's an immature man. They're not going to survive. They're not going to survive. They're getting divorced from this main female and they are going on a journey and they're not going to survive. They're not allowed to be with her here and now. They're cut off. They're cut off. Regardless of what they think of why or where or what, they want to try to force their way into your life. And they think that you're not strong enough to walk away on your own, therefore they still own you. They feel that whatever assistance and help that you are getting is cheating, and they still own you. The Hierophant is here making it very clear that that is not the case. They are challenged because you are successful. You know that there's no greater goal than to love. They're not going to survive getting cut off from you. You were their meal ticket, and they were eating off of your spiritual fortune while trying to destroy you at the same time. Talk about stupidity. Rather than nurturing the cash cow, they tried to slaughter the cash cow and eat it. And then what? They were just going to absorb the cash cow and become the cash cow by eating it? Is that what they thought? Are they that clever? They thought somehow that was going to work out for them? They have addictions. They're messed up in the head. And you've gained your freedom. Freedom, freedom. Freedom, freedom, freedom. Freedom, freedom, freedom. And excitement. Freedom, 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 and excitement on the distant horizons. This mature woman and that mature, immature man, they have addictions. These kin. You're moving forward. You are forgiven. You are seen as faithful. You have a new beginning, a new house. You are seen as courageous. This dark religious witch who wants things is doing something in a family room. They're not going to get the abundance. There is a main male here who is not a wise guy. He's not after unexpected income. There is a solid foundation, wealth, security, discipline. We have a marriage here and a child with a King of Cups. Supportive, leader, compassionate. This witch is trying to spy on the location of this marriage. Empathy and gratitude. Empathy and gratitude are what this innocent, empathy, gratitude, compassion. This religious witch is under adjudication. They're under judgment. Oh, we got adjudication and judgment. They failed to remember this main female. They stripped the wealth out of the relationship, and then they tried to absorb her. Tried to become her. They're attracted to relationships that are for the highest good. Yes, they just don't offer anything that is of the higher good. Death. They bring death to relationships that are for the higher good. They're under judgment because they were bringing death to relationships that were for the higher good, so that they could drain it of the sudden wealth. They didn't care about the person or the child or the children of the family. They wanted the Ten of Cups for themselves, and they would then kill the relationship. They don't care about the relationship. They don't care about the children. All they wanted was the wealth that came with that connection. And as soon as they got it, it was over. This thief is being disconnected. This King of Swords is here cutting them off. This thief is being disconnected from love unions, from love relationships. They didn't do anything perfectly. They're not seen as perfect. They're worried. I gotta raise the bridge. So there's a chariot here, a victory. Yeah, this thief does not get the love relationship. They were not perfect, and they're not seen as perfect. So their pride is hurt. And they're not happy. They're not happy about this change. They don't get the love relationship. They're guilty. They're guilty of bringing death to relationships that serve the higher good. Judgment is being called. I mean, literally, this is what they're here for. This is what they're here for. That's what they do, and they're under judgment right now. They're getting cut off from love relationships. They can't have them anymore. They can't have them. The Hierophant is here. The Most High God is here saying, no, you are done. No more relationships for you. You're cut off. You're a thief, and you bring death to relationships that are for the highest good so that you can siphon the money out of it. And that, yeah. Hierophant's putting his foot down. It's over. This thief is done. And they may look at you and say, oh well, you only won and because of this or that, or you say you say you have pain, say you have arthritis, and you take plant medicine to deal with your pain because you know that it won't destroy your organs like painkillers would, that the doctor would give you, that you'd have to take every 4 hours. So they're saying, oh, because you're doing plant medicine rather than the other medicine, you would, because if you took the synthetic medicines, eventually your body would become very sick and you would be more susceptible to the energetic and the mental influences and the witchery that they're doing. If your body was sicker and suffering, then your mental body would be sicker and suffering. And it's only because you're approaching it the way that you are. But if they could force you to go a different route, if they could force you to do something different, then they would win. Profession. It's their profession. Their profession is to destroy relationships that are to curse relationships that are for the highest good. Justice is being served here. Yes, they brought mental disturbances to relationships that are for the higher good. They brought mental disturbances to this main female. Justice, the Hierophant is calling justice here. She's a person who knows that there's no greater goal than to love, and they cursed her with mental disturbances. This kin who have addictions, and they won't be able to survive what they did to her. They won't be able to survive being disconnected from her because she was healing them and feeding them and nurturing them all the while they were trying to destroy her. There's evidence. There's evidence. She's gained her freedom. She's a free spirit. And she's going on a skyship in the distant horizons. She could be going on a skyship. This mature woman who has addictions and her mature man who won't survive this divorce, they're on overload. They lost their meal ticket. They lost their fortune. They lost their love. And it's moving forward. It's been forgiven. It's been seen as faithful. It's been seen as courageous. And there's a new beginning here. Trust in life. Faith. Possibilities. Innocence. And a house. And a house. Obedient. This main female was obedient. She was obedient. She served them. She nourished them. She healed them. She fed them. She nourished them. Even though they were trying to kill her. Even though they put mental disturbances onto her. Even though they cursed her. And they did it over and over and over again, professionally. She maintained her calm. They're doing things in a family room, trying to get this abundance. They're on religion reversed. So they're on some dark, weird religion, and they're a witch, and they're attached to things that belong to other people. And they like to mentally curse people. So this dark religious witch, they like to mentally curse people so that they can take their things. There's a vow. There's a main male here who's not a wise guy. He's not about the unexpected income. He's made a vow. He's disciplined. It's about a Four of Pentacles. It's about saving money, wealth, security, solid foundations. There is a King of Cups here who's emotionally balanced and compassionate, tolerant. There's an innocent person, or there could be a marriage with a child. There's gratitude and empathy. This witch is trying to spy on the location of this marriage. They're under adjudication. They don't care. Nobody cares about them. They're under judgment. They were about bringing death to relationships that serve the higher good. They did not remember this person. They martyred her, siphoned the wealth out of it, and then had a high time on it. This thief. They're being disconnected. She was given aid. She's received a mercy, a kindness. This King of Swords has got this thief all up worried. He's being disconnected. This thief is being disconnected. He's frightened. This thief is frightened. And acting a little nutty. Like maybe this curse was reversed. Maybe that's part of the justice that the Hierophant is giving, is that he reversed this curse. He reversed this curse. He put it back on its origins. The ones who drummed it up, the ones who sought it out, the ones who played in it professionally, drumming it up and putting it out there on people so that they could steal the wealth out of relationships that are for the highest good. Yes, yes. The Most High God has reversed those curses. Their pride is hurt. They're not happy. They're being disconnected from love relationships. They don't get a love relationship. You've won. You are seen as high value. You're moving forward. You're moving away from this. They're not perfect. They don't get a love relationship. Your prayers have been answered. And they're hesitating now because they know what their fate is. Exactly what they gave to you. They know what they gave to you. They know what their fate is. priest. A dark religious priest cursed this main female with mental disturbances. Demons sent demons to her to attack her mind, to fight with her, to soldier her, to make war with her. And now he won't survive. He's an immature man and he's not going to survive. He's not allowed to be here and now. This main female knows that there's no greater goal than to love. There's evidence of what he did to her. He's going to be making a journey. He's getting divorced. He's getting cut off, and he's going to be making a journey. There's the room. So there's something going on in his mind. He could be challenged by something happening in his mind. He needs consolation. Yeah, the curse was reversed. Now he gets to deal with it. What he drummed up, what he called forth, he gets to deal with now. I wonder if he'll survive 22 years. It doesn't look like it because the survive came out in reverse. Reversed. Overloaded. Mature woman, overloaded. Got addictions. Overwhelmed. She's not having a good time. You've gained your freedom, main female. On the distant horizons, you're moving forward. Limitless potentials. This thief, this dark religious witch thief, they're doing things in a family room. They're suffering a misfortune. Whatever they're doing, it's causing a misfortune for them. They wanted a misfortune for this main female, but it didn't work. She's the Hierophant's here. The Hierophant's here. She's getting a new beginning. She's seen as innocent. She's been forgiven. She's seen as faithful. She's seen as obedient. She's getting a house. Again, please do what you need to do with the genders, okay? Yeah, so, and a fortune. So she's getting a, and a fortune could be, a lot of things. I mean, the house, that's, even the body, okay? That enshrines our soul is valuable. So many people speak so poorly about themselves. Surprise. This servant's getting a surprise. Dark religious witch did not get the abundance. They're all about things. They're a servant and they're getting surprise. Whatever darker entities this priest works with, this dark religious priest works with, soldier priest, to pull up curses and put it on people so that they can drain the wealth out of divine unions that are for the higher good. Yeah, they're under judgment for that. They're facing a death. They are under judgment for bringing death to relationships that were to serve the higher good. They're in big trouble, man. They're in despair. They're in big trouble. They're in despair. They're in despair because this main male is not a wise guy. He's not about this unexpected income. He has made a vow. He's disciplined. He's about solid foundations, conservation, being, self-controlled, living frugally, saving the money, investing in projects, having that relationship with spirit, making that vow, having that connection. Yeah, somebody is in despair because this main male is they're getting the message this main male is Got it on. Got it going on. King of Cups. He could be a King of Cups. He could be a King of Cups, King of Swords. Both. I'm a lover and a fighter. So he's there, and he's like right there with this marriage, with this child, with this innocent person. It's empathy, open to both sides of a situation. He's thankful for it. She's thankful for it. We got this dark priest witch who is not receiving care in the judicial system. They're spying on a location. They're trying to spy on a location where these marriages are. They got to go see the doctor. They got to go see the doctor. Something's going on. They're under judgment. They didn't remember the children. They got in with people. They had a child, and then they boogied out and siphoned the wealth out of that by, see, if they have a child, then that means they own the family tree, right? Which means they can siphon all of the wealth out of that family tree. Pleasure seekers. And they didn't care anything about the children, anything about the children at all. They didn't remember the children or their futures or their upbringing or their well-being or any of that. Now they're worried. They're in fright. This King of Swords is cutting them off. They're getting all little cuckoo in the head, and they're frightened. This thief is, because they're being disconnected. They're worried. This King of Swords is like, you're out of here. Out of here. He's providing them a service. He's opening the door. He's like, yeah, get in there. Go. You're making a journey. High value people are going on a journey also. They're going a different route. And these thieves, they're not going to get a love relationship. They are not seen as perfect. Their pride is hurt. They're not happy. They didn't get the gift. They didn't get the gift. Oh. You are a friend and you're a sweetheart. You're a friend and you're a sweetheart, and you have this merchant waiting for your enemy. He's owed money. They were supposed to put faithfulness in prison. And now falseness is sighing because these reunions are happening. Falseness, those who lied might go in there. Old woman, foe against love, is receiving a message and she's in sorrow. She's lost hope. This haughty person, everybody's talking about it. And she's all up in her thoughts about this Lord in the house, this lover, bringing joyfulness to a wife who's constant. This thief is suffering a malady and melancholy. They're not innocent. They're not perfect. And they're getting cut out of love. This dark religious priest soldier who curses love and people with mental disturbances, it's religious witchery. It's religious witchery. It's exactly what it is. It's religious witchery. You got a witch, a religious witch, a religious witch causing disturbances and cursing people. Can I get this here? Can I get it here? Religion? Cursing people. A soldier priest. A soldier priest. It's religious witchery. These people that are running up and down the street talking to themselves, having fights with the air, it's religious witchery. draining the wealth and vitality out of humanity. Having a great time. Pleasure seeking. Thinking themselves a god while you suffer. The Hierophant's here delivering justice. See you on the next one.